Hi friends, welcome to the verse of the day. I'm almost nearing the end of an Esther fast and I'm just so happy. I'm smiling so much, my cheekbones hurt. But I'm happy because I did it. First of all, I've done it before, but I am happy that I did it again because I also saw a post. I've been thinking about doing it for a long time, but I always put it off. But then I saw a post some days ago that just prompted me to start mine. And I have some few hours to go. If you do not know what an Esther fast is, please go and check it out. Read the entire book of Esther for yourself. It's not that many chapters. Last time I did my Esther fast, I was prompted in my spirit to read the whole Esther, the book of Esther. This time, I was prompted to read Hosea, which is quite, a special book. It's special. You need to go and read it for yourself. But personally, it really helped me, especially the last chapter 14. There's a lovely prayer there that I used as well to finish, the day, or at least to pray for today. And so, and I think I've also read the book of Ruth. The things that I've been prompted to read have been things that I actually need in my life, have been things that I'm going through in my life. So for instance, the book of Ruth is about someone who basically follows someone else to a place they don't know anything about after they lost their husband, and then they get married off to another husband. And the process of her marriage it's like being passed on from someone to another. But it was a good pass on anyway. It wasn't as if she was thrown about. Ruth's story is quite special, and I feel like that's where I am right now. And then you come to Hosea and everything that Hosea is going through, and it's about family, it's about family dynamics, and how whatever is happening in a family, God can resolve it. God can resolve it as long as you seek Him. Basically, everything in Hosea is telling you that if you fool about, God will ultimately blast you off this earth if you don't take care. Okay, so don't joke with God. That's all that I can say. But back to the verse for today. Today's verse, I'm tempted to do yesterday's verse and today's verse as well. So let's do yesterday's verse before we come to the verse for today. Okay, yesterday's verse is taken from Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 8. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. So you do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. I hope the word that I just read basically makes sense to you. That in all simplicity, sometimes we don't really have to put so much to it. But whatever you are going through, the Lord will Himself go before you. Wherever you are going, wherever you seek to go, whatever you seek to do, as long as you actually seek Him, God will not help you if you don't ask Him for help. So it's not as if you're going to sit there and then God will be ahead of you to help you. You need to seek Him, ask of Him, of His opinion, pray, take your problems to Him. Okay, so the Lord Himself will go before you, and will be with you only if you also ask and seek Him. Okay, but anyway, He'll be with you and He'll never leave you or forsake you. So do not be afraid and do not be discouraged. That was the verse from yesterday. Today's verse is taken from Ephesians chapter 4 verse 32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. So this chapter is also very straightforward. You need to be kind and compassionate to one another and be forgiving, because in Christ, God also forgave you. But there are so many other verses in this chapter. Ephesians chapter 4, please go and read it for yourself. Okay, there's so many things that I would wish to add, but I can't add all of it. But verse 31, we just read verse 32, but verse 31 says, get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Before we get to the verse that I just read, that is, be kind and compassionate to one another. So you have to get rid of all bitterness and rage and anger. How are you going to be kind and compassionate to someone if you are bitter and enraged and angry and brawling and slandering? and you have malice. You may think that something that is in you about someone is so little, it's not too much. But yet, when you see the person, maybe you frown your face, you don't even greet them, you have so many thoughts in your head about them, it's not going to help. Okay, so get rid of all that bitterness, all that rage and anger, everything, so that you will be able to be kind and compassionate to one another and forgive one another. Because in Christ, God forgave us. And if you don't forgive, He will not forgive you. Take care and see you again soon. Bye.